In today's Longer Looks, I'm heading down to Renton, Washington. That's where investigators say they were able to use drone technology to help solve an in-progress burglary. Now here's the situation. The call comes in for a burglary that's going on in a vacant hotel. Investigators are showing up. They don't know what they're heading into. They don't know who's inside. They don't know what, if any, weapons they have. They don't know basically anything other than the call that's an in-progress burglary. The first video I want to show you is part of that drone footage that I was able to get that I think really highlights just how much of an unknown a situation is for police when you get a call like this. Take a look at this drone video. This is what a vacant hotel looks like. Now I think this clip right here is really what emphasizes what law enforcement is dealing with. You know, they're going to this scene. They've never been in this building before. You see down that long hallway, it just seems like it stretches on, and there are doorways every few feet. So imagine you're a police officer getting a call for an in-progress burglary. You have no idea what you're going up against, and that's what you're entering. However, that's not the case down in Renton because they have this drone technology. They didn't have to send any officers in. They didn't have to put anyone's life at risk, including police, including anyone that might be in that building. They're able to send the tech in to do the work. So the call for an in-progress burglary, this is actually what investigators find thanks to this drone. And so there you see it is a man. He trespassed into this vacant building. The call went out as this in-progress burglary. Investigators saying there's security systems at the hotel complex. But you find out that this situation is a little bit less intense than it first was called in as. And no one's hurt. The person in that video was taken in, booked for trespassing. But all of this could have gone much differently. And with this drone tech, investigators are able to use this resource, not just in situations like this, but in all aspects of policing. I went down to the Renton Police Department today. I spoke with Officer Matt Nugent. He has been with the department essentially since their drone unit started working as well. The department started using drones back in 2015. That's around the same time that Nugent started working there. He is one of about 24 officers who are certified to fly drones. And he spoke to me just about how vital this technology is as a resource for law enforcement. This is what he had to say.
Well, one of the first things I think about is just the layout, the floor plan. We've never been, we get called to a location that we've never been to, more than likely we've never been to. You don't know the layout, you don't know what you're walking into. And so having just an initial idea of what the scene looks like can be very advantageous to officers to be able to plan and effectively go into a space and know what they're facing, what they're up against, if there's a threat there. And vice versa. I mean, if there was a situation where there's someone in danger, it could be a victim, and we don't want to put that victim in any further danger, sometimes we can de-escalate just by sending in a drone prior to sending in officers who are armed and may escalate the situation.
One thing I heard from Renton police officials is that these drones are able to even communicate. So they fly out and officers can talk to a subject and let them know what they need them to do. If it's a missing person, stay where you are, we're working to find you. If it is some sort of suspect in a crime, stay where you are, we have this area surrounded. This is what we're here for, to basically take away that layer of danger that exists in so many situations with law enforcement thanks to this technology. Now, I want you to picture this. You're thinking of a drone. They're getting smaller. The technology is getting easier to use. And so imagine this scenario that we're looking at. This is a hotel. So the drone operator for Renton Police in this situation is having to fly in and out of hotel rooms, having to fly around doors, around hallways. I went down to Renton Police today, and Officer Nugent basically showed me just how smooth these operators are with finessing these flying devices that these departments have through these tight spaces. What you're going to see here is an office conference room in the Renton Police Department, and Officer Nugent just behind the controls of this drone. It looks like something out of maybe like a Batman. He has goggles on as he's basically in this VR situation. I was talking to some other police officials there who tell me that some people can't do it because they get nauseous with how intense it is. But what you're going to see right here is the point of view of the drone as Officer Nugent is finessing this little flying device around a pretty, normal sized conference room. So take a look at this. So you're seeing here, it's normal ceilings, normal kind of office. Inside the room, it's very loud. He had taken it into the back room there, and he was bringing it out. You see Officer Nugent right there on the right with the goggles set up. Basically, he's got the controller in his hand. Photojournalist Dino De La Rosa getting those great shots, but quite impressive, and something that Renton Police Department only says they hope to grow. Their goal is to make this resource, in some ways, the future of policing, specifically for that department. The hope that they have right now is to invest millions of dollars over the next few years to incorporate more drone usage within the department, something that is already happening in other departments in the area. But this is a situation that could have gone differently, but thanks to this technology, investigators are saying it's helping them pull back at least one layer of that unknown, and then unknown can lead to dangerous and risky situations. So that's it for Longer Looks today. As always, thank you so much for watching.